So our first kind of question, I know in a lot of your work you draw on moments of reality and also fiction. So I'm just curious, when you're making the narrative, what comes first? Do you find your stories in real life and then work to fiction? The other way around?
Definitely more of that, because I think that the best movies are movies that could have happened even if they didn't, especially when they're grounded in reality. So usually start from a place of truth and then go out from there.
Yeah, what's the balance in Not an Artist between those two things?
It's, the real seed of inspiration for Not an Artist was like the kind of moment where you figure out if you are interested or committed in doing something, whether it's like an Olympic dream, an artistic dream, whatever. And there's also a father-daughter relationship. That's Matt's character and my character. And that is coming from a truthful place. Of course, the artist in residency is something we entirely made up. But those exist, as you know.
Yeah.
And we kind of flew from there,
No, that's amazing. And I know you mentioned kind of your acting hat, wearing that, and then also co-director, co-writer. What's it like juggling each of those aspects on set and in pre-production?
It's so important to know like which hat you're wearing when you're wearing it, and I think that's important in life in general, right? Like where am I being present with that? With this project, because it was improvised, a lot of it kind of was juggling between acting, directing the most. Every scene is like a chapter in the book.
Yeah.
And you know where the chapter needs to start and where it needs to end. And then what happens in between is kind of where the improv is fun.
Yeah, no, that's amazing. I know you have like a long history with improv.
Yeah.
What has kind of like led you to this point in that journey? Like
what led me to making movies improvised?
Yeah.
So the first movie I made, which went through the Sundance Lab, was not improvised. We did some improvisation, but really the improv came out of necessity because the second movie that I made, Olympic Dreams with Nick Kroll, we had to improvise it because we knew we were in the Olympic Village. We didn't know who was going to act in it besides Nick. We didn't know where we'd have access to, and so we knew we had to improvise. And then we saw that there is a joy in improvisation and there's creative benefit to giving that space.
Yeah, I'm so excited to see that joy like on screen with this film. And then I think kind of our wrap-up question, since we are students, do you have any advice we would love to hear for people coming into the industry, getting a foot in the door?
Yeah, I think just start making things. Like if you want to make. If you want to write. Like I think to wait for the perfect scenario or to think opportunities are going to be there forever, it's like just do the thing you want to do and know that you have a special point of view right now, and you have a special point of view tomorrow. You have a special point of view at every age, and you should just start making and learning. And also know that every artistic project is it represents the height of your knowledge until that point in your life. So sometimes you'll look back and be like, oh, I wouldn't have written that book twice, or I wouldn't have made that movie twice. And it's like, that's true. You're growing. And that's why, that's kind of what makes art beautiful, is that it is the height of your intelligence, ability, capacity at that time.
Yeah, well, great. Thank you so much.